the Melbourne Cup winner Americaine. And in she goes, and the light is on. We're set now and the stalls have opened and they're away and racing, salvaged and top rated, the widest of them, the first to bounce out of the gates. Miss Rumour Mill and Colonel Jessup pushing up, also looking for the lead in the early part. Boomalacca upside down, Bob behind those. Silver Zapato, the Geraldton Galloper going back into the field and settling on the outside of Sugarcane. Leaving the home straight on the Ascot Rise at the 1800 they go. Colonel Jessup was able to go through, find the fence, lead early from top rated as they swing by on the outside Beckett's Gate. A length and a half away then Miss Rumour Mill, down on the inside salvaged, and further back to Boomalacca. On the rails at the 1600 is Upside Down Bob. He's allowing the filly ample time to just settle back there and find some rhythm. Sugarcane and Silver Zapato on the rails is last of all. At the 1400 corner and going up to the back of the Ascot track, and the leader Colonel Jessup, spec'd at long odds, shows the way from top rated. Just looking for a bit of rain on the outside is Miss Rumour Mill. On her inside next is Salvage. The speed really coming off and starting to pull behind them when they jog along at the 1200 Boomalacca. On the fence Upside Down Bob. Pike just settling. Sugarcane back there for a couple of strides from Silver Zapato last in on the rail. Getting it all its own way here, coming down the riverside, Colonel Jessup for Johnston Porter. Only ahead to the good of top rated. No one prepared to go. In fact, they do now. They're going so slowly, and around them Boomalacca, Sugarcane peeled off together, rushing around the outside. They've gone up now at the 800, and Boomalacca found itself in front. So in the middle part, Boomalacca leading a half a length on Sugarcane in a race which has really changed transformation. Over on the outside then came Miss Rumour Mill on the march. In between horses, top rated Colonel Jessup getting back. Silver Zapato peeled out 3 deep to follow Miss Rumour Mill. A length and a half to salvage back on the inside of Upside Down Bob. It's a very compact field as Boomalacca leads them at the 400. The favourite camp right outside of it, giving it the big stare. Sugarcane the filly. Miss Rumour Mill trying to go with her. Silver Zapato, Colonel Jessup top rated behind those. At the 200, Sugarcane really extending now. Pike goes to work. Led a length and a half. Boomalacca, Upside Down Bob. He's coming from the back of the field with a late runner. Upside Down Bob descends upon Sugarcane. Races up, grabs the lead, and Upside Down Bob from the back has won from Sugarcane. Silver Zapato in a very muddlingly run race. Top rated Salvage, Boomalacca behind those, Miss Rumour Mill, and Colonel Jessup 2 or 3 lengths behind them is last in. Well, it was a very topsy-turvy run affair, and it was a horse probably with the right name. Upside Down the pace, and Bob got the money. 17.23.30 over Sugarcane. She was left up there. Pike had to go. He was back, and it was becoming a walk. And so he cruised around the outside. She'd come from off the speed and cut them down. He had to put her there early because they were going so slowly. She and Boomalacca went forward to occupy those 2 spots up the front, but they were left vulnerable late. 2:22.13 being the time, and Upside Down Bob at the odds 17.23.30 has upset the favourite Sugarcane. $1.10. Silver Zapato 3.60, but it was a scrappily run race, that is for sure, in the 3rd event of the day. Upside Down Bob by Detroit from Bibiani for Ian Glading. C. Valenti, trained by Ian Glading and ridden by Peter Nucky. Over Sugarcane, the Americaine Mustang Sally filly, trained by Grant and Alana Williams, handled by William Pike. Silver Zapato, the Geraldton gelding by Blackfriars out of Femme d'Affaires. Willie Parker, Sean McGruddy weighing in 3rd placing, waiting on 4th, still to come to hand there. 8, 6, 5 numbers that we have after the Glenroy Chaff Handicap. Next of the day will be the Ascend Sales Trophies Handicap over 1800 at 3.45. No changes there in the next on the card as we wait for 4th to come to hand. Let's go to Steve Mills joining us down in the yard, and he's with Ian Glading after a victory by Upside Down Bob.
Mate, what a win. And you travel more kilometres than the average trainer, but to be at Ascot and to have a winner, you were fairly confident last night.
Yeah, I had a look at the prices last night. Somebody got on to me and said that thing's 20 to 1, so I thought he was probably a 6 or 7 to 1 chance, so we managed to have a bit on each way, so, and I own it myself, so all good.
That's excellent, really, and obviously having a punt. Hasn't won, though, for quite a few years, I'd have to say, 1,294 days.
Yeah, fair to say he doesn't win out of turn. He's been a bit unlucky in a few races because of his racing pattern, but I've changed his gear around a bit, took the blinkers off and put a Norton bit on him. It's made him a bit more tractable during his races, and that certainly helped him. He's doing a lot of beach work at the moment too. So, yeah, he's on target. I think he's racing the best he's ever raced.
You're one of the guys that keeps the game alive, particularly right throughout the state. I mean, how many Ks do you do a year?
Oh, geez, I wouldn't like to add that up. I wouldn't want $1 for every one, but we had to run at Cogent up Saturday. I wasn't able to get down there. But, yeah, we get round all over the place. So they're good, those country meetings.
Excellent. Unusual pace in the race. It was on, then it was off, then there was nothing, and then they changed complexion. Did that suit your boys?
Well, yeah, when they were sort of walking down the back and he got shunted out the back, I was a bit concerned. I didn't think that was going to suit him, but Pete did the right thing. He was pretty cool, and about the 600-metre mark, I could see he was going pretty well, and he was cruising up to him without asking too much, so I thought he was going to hit the line pretty good.
And Pete's right?
Sorry?
Peter's right?
Oh, they're always good when they win, mate. Just blame them when they lose.
All right, so obviously you've got a few dollars. You own the horse, you train the horse, you back the horse. New sunglasses on the agenda?
Yeah, mate, I like to set the style. Yeah.
You are a trendsetter, there's no doubt about that. Well done, mate. Good to see you have a winner at Ascot. It's been a while, so nice to see.
Beautiful. Thanks, mate.
Good on you, mate. Ian Gladding there doing a good job, and the connection's obviously pretty happy. And Peter Nucky, who prior to this had ridden 17 winners for the season, and that's his 7th winner in the metropolitan area, one of our good jockeys here, and he's timed his run beautifully and has gone to the line to win by 3/4 of a length. And no doubt he'll be pretty happy that he's got the biscuits for Ian this afternoon. Well done, mate.
Thanks, Millsy. Yeah, it was good.
It was an unusual race, wasn't it? Darren called it well. The pace was on, then it was off, and then you had to make a move. When did you decide, well, how am I going to get this horse into the race?
Yeah, because I drew one, I was sort of blocked in on the fence there for a fair while. When they started, the pace was nice and easy early, which was good. But then when it started to bunch up and they all made their moves, I was shuffled back to last. But there's sort of only 2 rows of us, and I was actually getting a good track up McGrady's horse, and coming the corner, peeled off its side, and yeah, had a lot of horse on me when I kicked home.
Well done, mate. You made a wonderful man very happy today. Are you expecting him to look after you?
No, he's had a good run. He had a winner the other day, so it's good for him. Yeah.
Good on you, mate. Well done. Congratulations, and well done to Upside Down Bob.
Thanks.
Well done, Peter Nucky there, one of our leading riders here for many, many years. And he gets up here on number 8, Upside Down Bob. Good selection by Mark. He put that into the money, and if you followed him up, it's just got up over the top of the favourite Sugarcane by 3/4 of a length, with Silver Zapato back in 3rd spot. 4th of the afternoon is coming up. It is the Ascend Sales Trophy Handicap, and back here at Ascot for that race at 3:45.
The Boomalacca having finished 4th, 8, 6, 5 and 1. 8, 6, 5.